Last week, the NSCAA brought you women's college soccer on FSC in Greeley, Colorado, where Wyoming defeated Northern Colorado 1-0. On Sunday, the NSCAA's 20-game package continued in College Station, Texas, with number 17 Texas A&M and Loyola Chicago. We'll look at that matchup, and we'll take a look at the national stage in this week's edition of the NSCAA Women's College Soccer Review. Hello, everybody. I'm Dean Linke along with Kendra D. St. Alban. Welcome to College Station, Texas. Welcome to Aggieland, home of the 12th man, and this year home to the 2009 Women's College Cup. And Kendra, as we take a look at it now, who do you think will be here at the end? You got to look at North Carolina, but they suffered a big loss.
It's hard to say. North Carolina drops to second in the rankings after losing last Sunday. That was a big loss for them to Virginia Tech. So they redeemed themselves this weekend. They won on Friday night, big time 5-0, but we'll see who's going to be here come the end of the season.
Well, before we take a look at the rankings, let's talk a little about Texas A&M, because G. Guerreri has turned this program into a powerhouse. They've been to 14 straight NCAA tournaments, and boy, he would love to be here for the Final Four of the College Cup.
We'll talk about a home crowd advantage. They already get these massive crowds, over 3,000 people attending regular season games, so I can't even imagine if they make it to the College Cup this year, and the odds are they're going to be here. They're looking pretty good. All
right, let's take a look now at the NSCAA rankings. For the first time since we started, there's a new team at number 1, the Stanford Cardinal at 12-0, off to their best start since Julie Foudy played for them.
Stanford still sitting at the top there, 12-0, one of the only undefeated teams left. Other than that, we have South Carolina at 12-0-1.
All right, how about the Tar Heels? How in the world did they lose to Virginia Tech?
Well, let me tell you, it took a huge performance by Virginia Tech, a big job by their keeper there to keep them in that game and to give the Tar Heels the loss that day.
All right, at number 5, Mark Krikorian's got Florida State at 10-2-0. He's turning them into an ACC power, as 3 ACC schools in your top 10 when you throw in BC.
But Florida State, they did suffer a loss on Friday night. They lost to Wake Forest 3-0, so it'll be interesting to see when the rankings come out for this next week where they're going to fall.
All right, number 9, Purdue actually beat Texas A&M right here, scored a goal 4 seconds in. Let's take a look now at the second 10. Who do you like, including number 17, Texas A&M?
I like Texas A&M, and I like G. Guerreri. I think what he's done here with that program, and they beat Oklahoma State on the road on Friday night, and that is a huge win in the Big 12.
All right, I definitely got to say hello to Virginia Tech at number 12, though. They're 10-2-0, and everybody taking notice of what's going on in Blacksburg. Then you got Maryland at number 19 and Arizona State at number 20. Your final 5 coming in there, California, Southern Cal at 23. Of course, they won a national championship not too long ago. And how about Lori Walker? They beat Iowa 3-2 on Friday.
Well, and I think you have to look at UConn, too. They are always hanging around the top 25. I think they're going to continue to climb as the season moves on. And Ohio State, a Big Ten team, another one just hanging in there at 25.
All right, no surprise. Virginia Tech got a big win over North Carolina by a score of 1-0. So as we roll to the NSCAA Player of the Week, someone had to stand on their head, and we see it right there.
Right, it was the goalkeeper, Kristen Carden. She came up with a shutout against North Carolina, a 1-0 win. That is the first time the Hokies have ever beaten North Carolina and ever beaten a number 1 ranked team.
All right, that's your Player of the Week. Now, conference play starting to heat up, and a few years ago, the NCAA did realignment in Division I. There's 8 different regions, which with conference play, some of the teams are in there, some of them are not, but it certainly works for the NCAA.
Yeah, the NCAA did a great job by making these regions. It also helps with the seeding for the tournaments, getting ready for the NCAA tournament, and then, of course, it gives the players an opportunity to get recognized. There's more awards available for the players in the different regions.
Because they do it regionally as well. All right, what a game in overtime. Whitney Hooper with a fantastic goal, and the Texas A&M, they were a little bit stunned as Loyola Chicago took a lead in the first half on a penalty kick, but they win 2-1. Dean Linke and Kendra D. St. Alban back with you again here after the game. And boy, Loyola Chicago for the Horizon League really represented the league well.
They did. They came out strong and they played their hearts out. Took that early lead off the penalty kick, just not able to hold on in the second half.
All right, well, let's roll to the highlights real quick. And it starts with a kind of controversial penalty kick call, I think.
Yeah, we had a cross here by Staten and then a takedown in the box. I'm not sure if she was actually taken down, but Laura Trevelyan puts the PK away in the lower right-hand corner. Great finish by her. And then, of course, in the first half, we also had some chances here by Rachel Shipley. She had a dead ball that just went left wide, a cross here, and a great save by Gresh as well. Then in the second half, the offense continued and picked up for the Aggies. We had a great cross there by Hooper, deflected, and Nora Skelton gets on the end of it, volleys it in with her right foot, and puts the Aggies on the board. We're tied up 1-1 at that point. Then again, another offensive attack by Hooper, saved off the line. Gresh able to make the save. And then here we have the throw-in by Gnatzig. Hooper receives at her feet, makes a great turn. She gets a step on the defender there, and a great shot, lower left-hand corner, just past Katie Gresh, and a great finish.
Clinical finish, Kendra D. St. Alban. Beautiful stuff from Whitney Hooper, and the Aggies showing why they're the number 17 in the country. They win it in overtime. The NSCAA Women's College Soccer Review, of course, brought to you by the National Soccer Coaches Association of America. The world's largest single sport coaching organization, the NSCAA is dedicated to providing the best in soccer coaching education. Visit www.nscaa.com for more information.